have with me Mr. Tathagata Roy. He is the former governor of Tripura, who is joining me on the telecast. Mr. Roy, thank you very much. And of course, what do you think of Prime Minister's speech today? He addressed the nation, and this is on the eve of the GST rationalization, the slabs that have been shrunk from 3 slabs that we had in the past to just 2 of 5% and 18%.
Unfortunately, I was in a function when this Prime Minister was making his speech, so I couldn't hear it live. But nevertheless, I have got a gist of it through mobile phone and other sources. And the impression I got is that this is basically an economic speech, and in the speech, the Prime Minister has emphasized the implication of the GST reduction and has laid great emphasis on the service and service providers and goods manufacturers in the country, particularly on the quality of the products they are giving. This is particularly important in view of what the tariffs that have been imposed by the United States. It is their business. They are free to impose tariffs, but we must find out some way of getting around it and keeping our position intact. In fact, I would say that in the matter of doing this, in keeping our position intact, we have been successful, and the country has expressed their confidence in the Prime Minister, which is evidenced by the fact that the Sensex and Nifty, they keep climbing. They are higher than what they used to be when these tariffs impositions were announced, and they may be that way.
Right. Do you anticipate that during the Dhanteras period, Diwali period, and the slashing of the GST rates is going to help us build record consumer spending in India with increased disposable income with the citizens of the country?
As far I am no economist, so I can't say these things with the certainty of an economist. But as an ordinary person, as a political observer, I can say this much, that if I had been in this position, I am an old man now, so I don't have much to spend. But if I had been in a young man with a family, with growing children, and I had some disposable income, I'd be overjoyed, and I'd go ahead during our Durga Puja. Durga Puja is an enormous occasion for Bengali Hindus, and I would have just gone ahead and spent like there is no tomorrow, because we have got this bonanza from the Prime Minister.
Right, absolutely. Do you think this is, the coming of age of the new middle class in our country, who may be at this point of time looking forward to buying their first car, their first refrigerator, their first air conditioner?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it is important to remember that in this country, the middle class has been growing in size and importance ever since the NDA government came to power, because of the policies that have been, the consumer-oriented policies that have been floated by the NDA government. The middle class has burgeoned, and this is going to provide a real shot in the arm of the middle class in India, which is already upbeat.
The Prime Minister also spoke about the Make in India campaign. He spoke about how Indians should embrace, endorse India-made products. How do you think this push of GST slab cuts is going to allow for that dream to further foster?
The Make in India has been a continuing theme with the Honorable Prime Minister, and he has been emphasizing it right through. Now today, with this fillip that is to say that the GST rate cuts. Make in India is, far as I can say as a layman, a non-economist. Make in India will certainly receive a boost, but the correct persons to comment on this are professional economists who would be able to talk about things like cost push, demand push, etc.
Right. Absolutely. Do you think will India now finally be able to retain and attract talent, especially in wake of the H-1B visa crackdown that has been done by the American administration? And what are the kind of opportunities you think India is going to be able to provide this talent?
India's talent is in demand all over the world, not just in the United States. As a matter of fact, I have a hunch that countries other than the United States, which are in the process of developing IT-related services, AI-related services, they are going to make use of the uh, extra manpower that India would be releasing, people who would not be able to go to the United States, and they will choose other destinations, and therefore, it won't be any problem for our young engineers and IT professionals, AI professionals to find a destination abroad if they want to go abroad. But if they don't want to go abroad, if they want to stay in India, then also it is, I think, that the extra opportunities that will now be will spread will provide them with the scope for use of their talents.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tathagata Roy, for joining me on Newsx and speaking to me on the subject. I'm also being joined right now by K. Yatish Rajawat. He's the CEO